Hi guys, Assalamu alaikum. This is Arif. In this video, I am going to show you my reaction on the Rafale jets which arrived recently in India, and during that we are going to discuss about these jets as well. So let's go to the video first and see how they look like. So there are actually 5 Rafale jets in the middle, and there are I think 2 Sukhoi jets, and they are giving these jets escorts. I mean, the way the Indian philosophy was that actually the Rafale jets were supposed to help and escort the Su-30s, but the way it seems like that instead it is Su-30s which are going to do the job of escorting Rafales. So that is unbelievable. The way the hype about Rafales was that, I mean, they are better than Su-30s. So if you have 5 Rafales going somewhere, why you would need 2 Su-30s to give them security? I mean, this is just like terrible, but it is the way it seems.
Indian Naval Warship Delta 63. Welcome to the Indian Ocean.
Naval Warship Delta 63, Arrow Leader, many thanks. Most reassuring to have an Indian warship.
So this is the way they actually arrived in India, and they are actually, these Rafales are actually very good jets, and they are 4.5 generation jets, and they are actually, they got, you can say, developed a bit late, because the era of these jets was once in the early 80s. The F-16s or the F-15s were getting developed, so that was the right era for these jets, these 4.5 generation jets. But these jets, the Typhoon, Rafale and J-10, got a bit late. I mean, in the end they are good jets, but this race F-16s and F-15s have already won. And in this regard, actually the F-16 and F-15s are dads of Rafale, Typhoon and J-10. These J-10s, Rafales and Typhoon are very good planes, like I said, but they got developed a bit late. Right now these three don't have any significance. Like for example, if you see the J-10 is also a delta wing jet, but it has a bit of significance because the Chinese are developing their 5th generation jet J-20 based upon J-10. I mean, they are checking the avionics, the systems which Chinese have, the avionics and the system, means like radars or the missiles which they have, they can test on the J-10, and then they can incorporate those into J-20. So in the end, J-20 is the main thing. Now F-35 based upon F-16 or the F-22 based upon F-15 is the main thing. But these things, they are still very good, like 4th generation fighters, but they are not at the top level now. And I don't think so that the Rafales, based upon Rafales or the Typhoons, you can develop a 5th generation fighter even, because the Chinese are developing a delta wing kind of a jet which is J-20, but even there people say that delta wing aircrafts, you can't make the 5th generation jets based upon the delta wing based aircrafts. I mean, you can use the normal jets to convert those into your 5th generation jets. But the Chinese somehow are trying, so probably French would also try to convert the Rafale into a 5th generation fighter or a Typhoon. But this philosophy doesn't work. I mean, the way it is said that delta wings, the RCS of like the radar cross section, I mean, is very hard to reduce as far as the delta wings are concerned. That's why people say that J-20 is a good design, but would it be able to reduce its radar cross section like Su-57 or F-35 or the F-22? So in the end, if the Typhoon or Rafale or J-10 are very good jets, but these can't be very much comparable to the 5th generation fighters. These got late. I mean, once the F-15 and F-16s were there, they were in the right era, and that's why I said that they are actually the dads of these three: Typhoon, Rafale, and J-10. So what can India do with these Rafales as far as their enemies or their neighbors like China and Pakistan are concerned? So in terms of Rafales, all I can say that Taiwan actually is upgrading its F-16s to the F-16V standard. From that, the China would feel a real threat, because the upgraded F-16s, which are F-16V standards, would have the radars of F-35, missiles of the F-35 as well. But these Rafales, I mean, the French avionics industry is not that bigger industry, and they can't compete with the very, very, very huge comparatively American avionics industries. So the way the Americans can upgrade the jets with their systems like radars and the missiles, I mean, the French can't. So this is a really expensive plane which India got. I mean, in one Rafale price, I think India can buy 2 F-16s maybe, the way the things are. But it was India's choice, and I don't think so that with these Rafales and with these avionics, the Chinese would feel that they are under any kind of a threat. But the Chinese don't have the F-16s, they have, I mean, J-10, so the J-10 would be enough to deal with the Rafales. Chinese don't need to use their J-20. J-20 is like a very advanced fighter, and it is supposed to use very long range missiles, and it would be very hard for Rafales to detect a 5th generation fighter like J-20. So Rafale can be very good against J-10, because J-10 in the end is a Chinese is using or incorporating the Chinese technology, and Chinese technology is not that advanced in terms of missiles and the radars compared to the Western systems like French systems or the American systems. So the Chinese J-10 can really struggle, but it would be a good competition. But these jets are very good jets, so they can compete definitely with the Chinese J-10. Although Chinese have a lot of J-10s and Indians would have only 36 Rafales. So how things would work for India, only Indians can figure out. And now we can come towards Pakistan, that what kind of a threat Pakistan would feel. So Pakistanis actually have F-16s. And like I said, that F-16 and F-15s are actually the dads of Rafale, Typhoon and J-10, because the way those got upgraded, the way the early they were developed, I mean, these came late. So the Americans have upgraded those according to latest standards as well. And as far as the Pakistani F-16, how they would behave against a Rafale, for that thing I can show you a video, because most of the F-16s are on the philosophy that you need to improve the systems like the radars, the electronics, mainly the electronics, which under which the radars and the missiles come, right? And the way the philosophy behind the J-10, Rafale and Typhoon is like kinetics should be very good, like the maneuverability of the jet should be really good. I mean, it should be able to turn very fast, it should be able to maneuver its like turns and the angles very fast. But if your radars and your electronics mainly are very good, so actually I can show you one video in which can summarize what is the difference between electronics I am talking about and the kinetics. So the electronics you can say is like a JF-17 or a F-16, and the maneuverability or the kinetics, mainly kinetics is mainly like you can say a Typhoon or a J-10 or a Rafale. So let's see that video actually, that how an F-16 would be, would be able to cope with or deal with Rafale. So this is actually a video, and let's start the video. So it is going to be F-16 against Rafale. So this is actually Rafale, and this is what F-16 is going to do to Rafale. So in the end, if you have the electronics, you have better missiles, you have better radars, you are going to easily see Rafale through F-16, and what the destiny of the Rafale would be like this Arab guy is down. So this is what the Rafale of India against the Pakistani F-16s. So the F-16 would always win, and I am just wondering that Pakistani F-16s right now don't have the AESA radars. Pakistani JF-17s also don't have the AESA radars. What would happen if the Pakistani F-16s would have an AESA radar as well on them? What would happen to, and let me tell you, the way the radars, the AESA radars of F-16s are, they got developed for the F-35 jets, and same radars they modified to install those into the F-16 jets. So this is F-16 and that is Rafale. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Have fun.